You know, to me, there's a stark contrast sitting here in Washington Park in Portland versus where I was just a few hours ago in Guatemala. I keep thinking over and over that the children that I know and I see and that we work with in Guatemala will never have an opportunity to experience a place like this. The indigenous Maya that we work with live in small houses, have been faced with poverty all their lives, have gone through years and years of civil war, which thankfully is now over. And now we're at a new crossroads, we're at a new turning point. And in Guatemala, in the town of Camanchaj, Project Salud y Paz wants to begin a new preschool, a preschool that's urgently needed for the children in Guatemala. The Guatemalan parents there are just like you are. They want the same things that you want for your children. The statistics show that in the rural areas of Guatemala, most children only receive 1.7 years of school. When I learned that fact, I had to ask myself, why? That doesn't make sense. Why would they only go for a year and a half to school? It's because they grow up in their Quiche-speaking homes. And they go to school, which is taught in Spanish, and so they begin to struggle from day one. Finally, the children get so frustrated because they can't succeed, they drop out of school. And then they're into the poverty cycle. The circle goes on and on and on. No education, no jobs, no income for education. The circle goes on and on. Project Salud y Paz wants to break that cycle. We want to start a new preschool in Camanchaj. All we want to do is take the children at the age of 4 or 5 and get them out of their homes and for the first time bring them into a school where they see painted furniture. They have their own chair and table. They have their own little cubicle and their own day pack where they can bring their pencils and papers, and they have their own space for the first time in their life. And the teachers will begin to teach them using Quiche language and Spanish, and will begin the educational process. So that hopefully our goal is by coming to the preschool at Salud y Paz at the age of 4 and then 5, we can bring those children up to a level where they're properly ready to enter into the public school system, so that this cycle of poverty can finally begin to be broken. What do you see? What do you hear right now? You see an empty playground. I think playgrounds should be full of children, laughing and swinging and playing and having a good time. That's the dream that we have for the children in Guatemala. In order to help us start the preschool program in Guatemala, we have to ask people like you to dream big. Do you have the faith to join us in a quest to dream a God-sized dream and not just a personal dream? Can you help us on this journey? Can you help us make this dream for the children of Guatemala a reality? What is your faith calling you to do? That's all I ask you to do, is in this moment to have ears and hear what God is placing on your heart, and help us make this dream a reality.